Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for April 2024. I'm late, I know, but I'm almost caught up. So anyways, this is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided. Some of you are here just checking up on an Aquarius. You know, maybe you're in love with them. Could be platonically, could be romantically. Um, some this is like your moon or your rising, or theirs. So whatever brought you, I just say welcome. And I'm so glad you're here and so grateful for you. So let's go ahead and get into your reading because these readings have been really quite beautiful for April. Even though there's a lot going on in the sky, it still feels mm, like good things for a lot of the signs. So let's see what's going to happen for you. We're going to use three different decks, guys. We're going to use Mother Mary for her words of wisdom. We'll begin with that. For April, normally I'll use one deck for your whole spread to tell your story. But for April, I decided to use two decks. And what I've been finding is like if it has anything to do with love, we're seeing two perspectives. Like we're getting both sides of the coin, so to speak. But really, it's to really look for those synchronicities. So that's why I'm doing it. I actually love it. I may continue to do it this way. We'll see. But so we're going to use the Tarot of Dreams, and we're going to use the Psychic Tarot. So what we're going to do is we'll take a line of the Psychic Tarot, or however many want to come out, and then we'll follow up with the Tarot of Dreams, and then again with the Psychic Tarot. But let's start with Mother Mary. Get her words of wisdom from a beautiful Aquarius. What messages Aquarius need to hear? What words of comfort, whatever it is that Aquarius needs? All right. Okay, you got two. Double the messages. Oh, you got three, Aquarius. There must be something going on. All right, let's start at the first one, which is present moment. Now, I like when I see this because it makes me feel like I'm being called to the present moment because something is about to happen. But because it's coming through Mother Mary, like I feel like I have nothing to fear here. Probably quite the opposite. Let's read what it says. I am fully present in the here and now. It reminds me of judgment, right? Judgment does call your attention to the present moment, your focus, so that you can be willing and able to accept some type of rebirth in your life. So we'll see. But present moment, we have trust. Trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Trust. No wonder you're being called to the present moment because your prayers are being answered. It may be different than what you think, but I do like that it uses the word, your prayers are being answered right now. Makes sense. And last but not least, look at this. Blessings. Maybe you've asked for some blessings, and now maybe you're going to receive some blessings. Today, I count my blessings small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God, from the highest. Wow. Present moment, so that you can feel and know when a prayer is being answered. Again, it may look different than what you asked, but I only feel it'd be better. Trust in that. Trust that blessings are being sent your way. I mean, man, what a way to open your reading. Okay, so let's put these over here. I'm going to bring the lid down and let's go ahead and begin the Psychic Tarot pre-shuffle. But, I like to shuffle with you here also. So, and when I say that, it's because literally I feel, or in my mind's eye, you're all here with me anyway. All right. Aquarius. All right, let me get this going. All right, two swords. Mental conflict. Over what? What's bothering you? The waiting game. Two twos, by the way. 22. Um, but mental conflict over waiting for something. We have wisdom. This is the Hierophant. Card of Taurus. It is a 5. Change. But it's of the utmost. And then spiritual strength. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we're taking 2 lines of Psychic Tarot. We have hello, prosperity begins. So you have an ace coming in. And the Ace of Pentacles means, first of all, if you just look at this image, you can see 2 hands, like 2 separate hands that are nurturing this seed. And I often feel the Ace of Pentacles is like a seed just coming in, and its promise is prosperity. But it does take my energy, my nurturing, my focus to bring it to prosperity. But it is something that is coming into your physical world. Authority, sacrifice. By the way, authority is the Emperor, part of Aries. Sacrifice is a card of Leo. And then, hello, passion ignited. How interesting, you have 2 aces um, on this line that are mirroring each other. First is the Ace of Pentacles. I come into your physical world. Wow. Not only do you come into my world, but you excite my world. You bring passion along with it. And I feel like whatever I've been waiting for, I'm either done waiting, because again, I feel like that 5 is representing a change. I just feel like there's a couple out there who you may be waiting for like your boss, let's say, to give you a raise, like maybe it's time, like it's owed, it's due. I put the work in, but maybe I'm not getting it. And that may make me start thinking about different things, different avenues, because I often feel the emperor is a business owner, definitely the leader of the people. But at the same time, like we have like you waiting over this energy. But then the Ace of Pentacles right before the Emperor. It's almost like if somebody doesn't give me a raise, then I'm going to go do my own thing. Then I'm going to take my knowledge, my wisdom, and I'm going to create my own thing. And so that tells me you're not waiting that long. You know what I mean? Because I feel like in this waiting game, I feel like, whatever you're waiting for, I feel like is meant for you. At least you feel that way, like it's meant for me. Um, I've earned it, so to speak. And if I'm not going to get it, then I'm not going to wait. And, we have a nine that's ending this line, and that is about reflection, but it's also talking about your spiritual strength. That's the nine of wands. And that is about reflecting back, but it's also reflecting back about how much you have grown, like how much more knowledge you now have, both on the physical plane, but spiritual knowledge also. I feel like you're trusting more and more and more within your spiritual team. And they may be nudging you to make this change. Again, I feel like you have nothing to fear with this change because you have two aces down here. All right, well, let's keep going. So that was what? All the psychic tarot. Let's bring in the tarot of dreams now. Let's give it a quick shuffle, even though it is pre-shuffled. Let's give it a cut. Introduce it into the reading. Look at that. Tried to knock that too. That mental conflict right out of the reading. Queen of Wands. Queen of Action. I want to slide these up a little bit. Queen of Action. Can certainly represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I kind of feel like this is you. And I know you're not fire. But to me, it doesn't matter. Like when I do a reading, it doesn't matter to me. I don't read that way. I read in the energy of, the person that's showing. So the Queen of Wands, action oriented, intuitive. So this is someone who would trust their intuition. Uh, and I don't feel like this is someone who would wait around. I don't. I don't feel like this is someone who just will wait around till someone else figures out whatever it is they're trying to figure out. Like to me, it's either yes or no, hello or goodbye. All right, keep going. We have the Four of Cups, mirroring the waiting game. We have the Two of Wands, and then hello, Ace of Cups. First of all, Aquarius, you have three aces, and they're all great. I mean, what ace isn't? But we open with the Ace of Pentacles, not open the reading, but the first ace is the Ace of Pentacles. And that is the promise of something coming into your physical world that you can truly, if you nurture it, it can take you to unbelievable places. Truly. And then passion ignited, following your passion, following those feelings. And a lot of times their guidance, like this passion that's being ignited within you, is guidance to help you move maybe into the next chapter because it is following a nine and then a one. It's like, okay, so that chapter ends. I'm no longer waiting. I'm moving into the next chapter of my life. And lo and behold, man, what was I waiting for? Because this to me feels like a yes all day long. And then it moves into the Ace of Cups. Let's see what's on the bottom of the decks. We have material and spiritual prosperity. So, again, I feel like if I'm waiting for a raise or I'm waiting for acknowledgement for the hard work that I've done and I'm not receiving it, I feel like you're changing. You're either changing positions, changing jobs, or you're going to go do your own thing. And I feel like no matter what it is, I feel like you're going to be successful. Material and spiritual prosperity. Well, prosperity begins when? When I'm done waiting. When I trust in divine. And I have to say, this Four of Cups mirroring the waiting game, That's not great energy because in the Four of Cups, this person is being offered a cup. And it's interesting because I just did Capricorn's reading and they also got the Four of Cups in a different position, but they also then got the Two of Wands. So some of you may relate back to a Capricorn. But other than that, Four of Cups is about, first of all, cups coming in and there it is. And what did Mother Mary say? Trust, right? Trust that there's a blessing coming for you. Well, here it comes. But it's coming through the Four of Cups energy, which is a little bit more difficult because you really have to use your spiritual discernment. And that is like part of the lesson. 44, right there. All right, what do we have in the bottom of the Tarot of Dreams? We have the Queen of Cups. Can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but doesn't have to be. Could just be talking about someone who's ready for love. We have the Wheel underneath her. And under material and spiritual prosperity, we have trapped in fear. Now, I love that the Eight of Swords is below material and spiritual prosperity. So that tells me that you did get stuck for a little while. I feel like Aquarius, the one thing you seek in your life is freedom. And freedom of choice, freedom of, I just feel like freedom, period. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want to be with anyone. It just means I want to live a free life, if that makes sense. Some of you are about to, oh my God, I was going to say about to make love, maybe. But what I wanted to say was falling in love, but maybe both. YouTube's probably gonna be like, okay, we can't put you on now. Um, but some of you, I feel like you're changing positions within, let's just say your money sector. And I feel like, again, we're in a universal year 8, which is the perfect year to think about your finances and how can I grow them? What changes do I need to make? Because I do feel like, again, do I continue? And that's where the mental conflict is coming from. Do I continue to wait or do I not? Well, then right next to it is a 5. So I feel like that means no, because a change is happening. Now, I'm not telling you not to wait, but I just feel like, if I stay in that energy, then I stay in that energy. Almost like it's what I'm waiting for won't come to me, not in that energy. But you have other things coming to you. Okay, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's go right over this. It's interesting because I'm looking at sacrifice and I'm thinking, what are they sacrificing? Well, for some of you, it could be like, let's say you're starting your own business and, or you're taking a different position, a different job because you're not receiving your value. And that's the truth. I feel like, if that's the case, like you're being devalued and you know that and you're tired of it. And you may just be, this may be the year where you feel pulled to start your own thing, to start your own business, your own platform, whatever it may be, or take a position with another company. And listen, if that's the case, I feel like, well, then it would be like a management position, right? Because it's coming through authority. And to me, that means the boss. So it's like, like you're either becoming the manager, the boss, or you're starting your own thing. And if you're starting your own thing, this Ace of Wands, passion ignited. It's not just about love, even though it is about love because we have the Ace of Cups below it. But I also feel that it's about your money too. So I feel like you're being guided through your intuition on which directions to take if you're willing to take them. I feel like if anybody's holding you back in your money sector, well, you have material and spiritual prosperity here. So to me, it means that you're meant to make your worth. Whatever you feel you're worth, then you're meant to make that. If you're a hard worker and you know you are, well, then you should be paid in that way. If I give very little, well, then I'm probably going to be paid in that way. But I don't feel that. I feel the opposite. I feel like your money is being increased, but that is because of you. Listen, it's because of you, but I also feel, it's like, I feel like your spiritual team, when they send these aces and you accept them, then I feel more come, just like blessings, right? A blessing is not a one-time thing. We can receive many blessings, but I feel like some of the blessings are because of actions that we've taken, because we've been bold enough. We had the courage, right? Not just to accept the norm. I want more for myself. I want more for my life. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to start at the top line, but of course we're going to read it as a whole. So that mental conflict, over the waiting game, then wisdom, the Hierophant, and then spiritual strength. It's like, I'm looking at, oh man, I just knocked everything out. It's like your spirit guides are holding up the roof, like they're stopping that roof from coming down on you. They're protecting you. They're protecting you. Get these cards back in order now. All right. They're not even protecting you, but they're the ones that are sending like this energetic force. I feel like, oh, look at this. Knight of Cups, unexpected cup of fulfillment. This night is meant to bring you in a cup. Well, lo and behold, here is that cup. Now, it is the last card in the main spread. So, I feel like it's a journey to this cup. But here it begins. So, this is unexpected. I can't really plan for it. And I feel like, again, if I'm waiting for someone to show me their love, I feel like I'm done with that. Like, I feel like you're done waiting. At least I hope you are, because I feel like if someone wants to be with you, then they'll be with you. If someone's giving you a bunch of bullcrap, well, then there's someone better out there. And I feel like that's what the knight is representing for you. And the knight is literally giving you the blessing that it's promising. But in its own time, again, unexpected couple fulfillment. Whoa. Okay. We had some cards go overboard. We have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Interesting because, first of all, Seven of Swords, seven is a very spiritual number. And it is coming over the Hierophant. But, truth be told, the Seven of Swords is untrustworthy energy. And if that's what I'm waiting for, like if I'm waiting for someone who carries that energy, do I think, and then I take them back, do I think that they will be true? No, I don't. And it's just what I'm feeling right now because I feel like, if this is someone like I've been waiting, and listen, maybe this is just human nature, but I feel like the minute I stop waiting and I start getting back into my life again, and maybe, yeah, they get a little nervous, right? Because sometimes in the Seven of Swords, sometimes I feel like it's a narcissist type of energy. It's like, I'm not going to show you the love, but I don't want anybody else to show you it either. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to try to keep you like held in place because even though I'm not showing you what you deserve, I'll be damned if I want anybody else to show you at the same time. Well, Aquarius, I already know what you would say to that. And I don't want to say the words because YouTube will kick me off. I also want to say with the hermit's beacon of light is illuminating that Seven of Swords, and a snake, like a snake in the grass. Someone feels like they got their hooks in you, but you can remove those hooks. Okay, well, let's keep going. By the way, Hermit is a card of Virgo. Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I'm reading this as someone who, because she's looking outwardly, like she's looking towards the future, she's not looking back. And all this energy is moving forward. Even that Seven of Swords. That's why, I mean, it's your choice. But I mean, I guess the clue would be if this is someone who's like kept me waiting or kept me like almost like locked in place, then this is talking about you, and setting yourself free, and another reason to set yourself free from that energy is the Queen of Cups would be the perfect energy to come out to accept what this night is offering. And this Queen is also mirroring the Ace of Cups. Mm. Some of you, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but I really feel it's more about someone who is willing and able to accept what the night is bringing in. And again, we know that the night is going to fulfill its mission. We know that. All right. We have the Six of Cups. Interesting. We have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Hierophant again. Interesting because we have the Hierophant right above it. Double Taurus. Um, but let's go back for a second. So we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups really speaks about, happy memories, treasured memories. It can speak about a time period in your life where you really felt joy and happiness. This could certainly signify someone coming back into your life, and I do not feel like it's this person because, listen, this person is carrying the Seven of Swords energy, and that is your past. But also, they have you in like this loop that I feel like you need to break yourself free from. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm tired of waiting for people to determine what my life is going to be like. No, I'm going to take back my control and I'm going to write my own story. And it's going to be a good one. This is like childhood memories. This could be someone from your childhood or your younger years. It doesn't even have to be someone you were involved in, like romantically. Could have been good friends. All of a sudden I'm getting a picture of like I dated the person that I really loved. I dated their friend and their friend dated my friend. And it just couldn't be. It couldn't be. And I know that's not for everyone, but that is for someone. Like, I couldn't, I couldn't go against my best friend and then cause, because if I would have, then it would have destroyed all of us. So someone put their morals before their wishes. And I like that. Though, I do like that. Let's just leave it at that. I like that. And it's coming over the Ace of Pentacles. That means, again, Ace of Pentacles means it's coming into your physical world. Some of you may be leaving a job, starting a new job, and you just might find the love of your life there. You just might find the love of your life. Some of you have been dealing with so much toxic energy, and I feel like that's why I'm in this loop. Almost like someone, again, like, it kind of does feel like a little bit of like narcissistic type energy because I could see them keeping you in this loop. But I don't feel like you can hold Aquarius down for long. Not for long. Some of you, it feels like your boss is giving you a hard time. It's interesting because I feel like a past lover who, or it could even be a current one, but it just keeps me in this loop of wondering and waiting. And, it probably is affecting like your self esteem. And that's exactly what they wanted to do. I feel like someone is breaking you down. And now you just have to build yourself back up because, I got to look at the source. Like, if this person is like cutting me down, breaking me down, telling me terrible things, well, I gotta look at who they are. Like, you are going to determine who I am? Like, you are going to judge me? I don't think so. That's God's job, not yours. Let's keep going. Look at this, two thighs together, I just realized. Hello, Nine of Pentacles, or Nine of Cups. Man, it's like I don't know. To me, it's so clear. I guess it doesn't necessarily mean it's that clear to you, but to me, it feels so clear. So now we have the Nine of Cups. That talks about inner harmony. I don't feel like I'm loving my life so much up here, but maybe I make the changes that are necessary. Maybe I stop waiting. Maybe I reclaim my power, and it would make sense that then I find that inner harmony. And again, for you, I feel like it's freedom. And I'm not saying from love, like, but freedom from other people's hooks, so to speak. And then you take this Nine of Cups, which is singular energy. But again, it's you feeling good within your life. And you add this Ace to it. Well, baby, that brings us to the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups over passion ignited. That is you doing your thing. That is you following your guidance and being very successful at it. I mean, you're raising a glass here, like chin chin. Okay, let's keep going. There you are. Star. What are your dreams? What are your wishes? And can you manifest them? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Again, Mother Mary asked you to trust the blessings are coming your way. Well, I feel like that's what's in the star card. Your blessings, not theirs, yours. And by the way, I feel like in the star card, which is again about your wishes. We have to actively also be manifesting. Like we have to, it doesn't even mean like I'm saying like I want so and so back in my life, but I want, if it's love, I want love of a high vibration. But that also means I need to be in a high vibration, right? Because that's the law of attraction. Wherever my vibration is, that's what's going to meet me. But the good news is I feel like where we started and where we're at now feels like night and day. Why? Because I feel like you set yourself free. And here comes a blessing. And then, hello, sun. I love the sun in any reading. Um, and it doesn't even have to be an upright, but it is in the upright. First of all, this is illumination. It's coming over the Four of Cups. So in the Four of Cups, this person is receiving a cup. It's following the order because it's like the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Cups says, I'm bringing an unexpected cup of fulfillment. So I can't even really plan the time out. But what I can do is free myself from anything that would limit the potential of what's coming in. Or another way of saying that is, when I remove the hooks of the people who try to hold me down, that automatically raises my vibration because it takes a sense of courage to do that. And when you find that courage, I feel like the universe has handsome rewards in store for you. The sun. And interesting because you can tie the sun back to also the Six of Cups. I just said this in Capricorn's reading because they also got the Six of Cups and the Sun. You're getting a lot of the same cards. Not a lot, but a few. But I feel like in the Sun's energy, it is feeling free. Like it reminds me of my childhood. And like, when I'd leave the house and jump on my bike, I was free. I was free. I was just a kid. I wasn't really free, but I felt free. And I would take my bike on adventures, right? Me and my bike on adventures. And that's kind of what it makes me feel like. So for some of you, this could talk about a long lost friend. And I also want to say, with the sun over the Four of Cups, it's illuminating that cup for you. So it's helping you to see that this cup is safe. Not just safe, but will probably be, I'm just going to assume, the love of your life. But listen, maybe I don't know that yet. Maybe I've only dealt with people who carried the Seven of Swords energy. It doesn't mean they had that, like they were all cheaters, but they go to liars. You know what I mean? Like just difficult energy. And I feel like in the Seven of Swords, I'm not really concerned about your welfare. I'm concerned about my own. Seven of Swords is a taker and a taker. I take and I take and I take and I don't give back. I don't fulfill anyone except for myself. All right. It reminds me of someone. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, I kind of like you have the Seven of Swords here, and now you have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like goodbye, Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles is coming over the Two of Wands. So this feels like a destined time. Because I feel like Seven of Pentacles are really, it's your tree of life. It's your soul seeds of intention. Some of them were planted before you came in this lifetime, and some you're planting right now. These aces, right? If I nurture these aces, they will only grow and grow and grow. If I ignore these aces, then they're just going to dry up and die. So that's really up to me. But I feel like with the Two of Wands, you're saying yes. You're willing to move into the next chapter. You're closing out old doors, doors that needed to be closed anyway. Doesn't mean you're closing every door, but you are closing the door to someone. All right. And if you wonder if this Knight of Cups is for you, well, it's mirroring your major arcana. And coming over the Queen of Wands, if it's not that person for you, then it's saying this is the energy that you're going to take action in, or at least you should take action in. We have the Devil, card Capricorn. No wonder I kept talking about Capricorn. Some of you are connected to Capricorn. It's interesting because, this is the devil, right? There's no way you're manifesting that. Now, the devil can cast illusions. And I feel like that's exactly what the person in the Seven of Swords was doing. They were casting an illusion over you that you were stuck, that you had to keep waiting, wait for what, whatever it is. It's an illusion. All you need to do is reclaim your power back, reclaim your life. Understand that this is, you were given this life and you're writing your book right now. All right, but let's look at that. I don't want to leave it to energy. So for some of you, I do feel like it's Capricorn, mainly because we talk so much about Capricorn. But let's look a little deeper. There's that Ace of Pentacles right over the Ace of Cups now. I mean, the Knight of Cups says, I'm bringing you in a cup. Here it is. The Ace of Pentacles is right here, but now it's right with that Ace of Cups. And it feels to me like now this love has moved physically into your life. Again, I want you to understand this is at the end of the reading, but it looks like it has now, like at this point, moved into your physical world. I feel like, yes, you may be moving into like singular energy or you're in singular energy, but it's about enjoying your life again with through the Nine of Cups. But look at all the aces are now connected. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. All right. And then hello, Wheel. Destiny. Six of Wands. And look what the Six of Wands talks about being victorious. Look what you're victorious over. Powers. Disruption. People who fall from grace. It's like you see it. Like, I feel like these towers, of course we're going to have towers in our life. It just means change. And sometimes I feel like a tower comes in to help us make the move so that we can have a more fulfilled life. Because if I'm stuck in this loop, then yes, I would love my spiritual team to help me get out of this loop and into these aces. Listen, it's part of your will. It's part of your destiny. And the Seven of Swords or the Seven of Pentacles would also say that. I mean, I feel like you have three blessings coming to you, Aquarius. But I feel like before the blessings, it's change, the awareness, claiming my power back, and then watch how the universe rewards you for that. I mean, really. It's like each chapter I have to take a test. And maybe my tests have gotten not the greatest of grades. But this chapter, this test, I learned my lesson. And this is like a triple A. Like A plus plus plus. and the universe is responding in kind. I mean, I feel like that's just how it works. As we get older, we start to realize that first of all, we start to realize our own power. And, if some of you were dealing with a narcissist type of energy, I can almost guarantee you that you won't be dealing with that again. Because I feel like if I clear that energy, I leave that energy, and anything that comes towards me in that type of energy, man, I will know it. And I will shut that door on you. I will shut my door so fast. Why? Because I believe in my spirit guides. I don't believe in you. I believe in divine energy, and you don't carry it. I deserve blessings, and you've been blocking them. But I allowed it. Not anymore. And listen, maybe you don't say a word. Maybe you just pack your bags and go. Now, that's the love version. But I also feel like some of you are dealing also with a difficult boss. And it just may be moving you again, like, because I feel like when the wheel shows up, it means that there's lessons, right? That what I've been through were lessons. They were to teach me. And if I learned that lesson, I don't ever have to repeat it. So some of you could have been karmic, but I feel like you're learning the lessons. You're making the changes. And I feel for those who may be doing their own thing now, like they have their own platform, they're starting their own business, I feel success for you. I just do. I feel like if you put your focus, first of all, I feel like you must be good at what you do anyways. And I feel like someone's just not giving you the value you deserve. Okay, well, give it to yourself. And let me just say, if your dream was to have your own business, again, sometimes these towers, we think they're hurting us, but they're actually saving us. Now, relating to business, what do I mean? I mean that if someone is not giving me the value I deserve, and I already have that wisdom, I don't need to know everything. If I'm beginning my own business, it doesn't mean I need to know everything. No, you'll learn as you go, but you know a lot. And you have that wisdom of many lifetimes and your spiritual team. It's like that narcissist and their fall from grace. I don't mean to be mean when I say this, but that is their issue. That is their lesson, not yours. I feel like your lesson was simply learning to take your power back. So don't judge yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't judge yourself and understand, like, there's no, like time period that you have to have each, let's just say, lesson completed. You'll know intuitively. But I feel like that narcissist for some of you is fallen, I feel like, from God's grace. Really. Okay. Wow. I don't even know I'm thinking, what am I going to title this? It's like blessings from heaven. Blessings from heaven. But will you believe me? You know what I mean? Like just reading the title, how could you believe that all these aces are going to be here? Sometimes we can't believe that it could be this good until we go through the hardship and we make those hard decisions and those hard choices. And sometimes the universe is only helping us that we can be through difficulty, right? It's almost like pushing us. But why not? Your destiny includes the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the beautiful Ace of Cups, directly from that Knight of Cups. And who sends the Knight of Cups? Either the Queen or the King. And each knight is going to complete his mission. And so they have. And so he did. He or she. All right. I'm not going to read all the cards for Mother Mary. Otherwise, I have you here too long. But I do feel like I want to read blessings because that's what I feel like is coming to you. But I feel again like they are well earned. You know, it's not like it can feel like a miracle, but I don't know. I just feel like you have earned these blessings. And I feel like the universe is agreeing with me. All right. You received this card as a reminder of the power of gratitude. Perhaps you've been feeling sorry for yourself lately, or feeling as if God has forgotten about you. Mother Mary reminds you that your prayers are answered in many different ways, and guides you to notice all the gifts and blessings you already have. Sometimes shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right can make you notice new blessings that have previously been overlooked. This is a card of optimism, asking you to purposefully and consciously focus upon everything and everyone that you're grateful for. You can make a written or a mental list daily, ideally, to train your mind to notice all the gifts that you have. By doing so, you're more likely to notice the new ones coming your way. This card also signals that new blessings are entering your life as answered prayers. Amen. Sometimes I get so stuck, there is nowhere left to go but up. There's nowhere left to go but seeking God's advice. Mother Mary and the angels and your guides, your whole team, especially when you're stuck. They don't want you stuck. And they will try to help you move and get the changes that you're looking for. But it ultimately will take your action. So it's like divine will do their part. All you got to do is your part now. Manifesting hand in hand with divine. How beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Interesting because we have the eclipse coming up Monday, and I feel like there's energy being eclipsed out of your life, but it just feels like so you can make room for these blessings that are coming your way. I love you. Much gratitude to each and every one of you. I hope this brought you some comfort. And I know if you're still back in the beginning, it's hard to like believe that all these aces like can come for you. But why couldn't they? Why couldn't they? If you think about your own vibration and you think about the law of attraction, if my vibration is high, and I don't mean perfect, because don't shoot for perfection. You won't reach it. Nobody will. We're imperfect human beings, but that's how we were created. And I feel like why? So that we could figure out how to get out of these situations with divine's help. How much easier can life be? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you guys. I love you guys. I will see you either next time in the live readings and what I mean by that is I go live a couple times a week where you can just literally ask me whatever you want to ask me. Yesterday I was on for 6 hours straight. I didn't even know it though. Like the time just flew by, but it's like 6 hours. So I try not to put a limit on the time, but I also know when it's time to stop. Like my body, my mind lets me know. So I'll either see you next time at the lives or I'll see you next time at our table. I love you guys. Much gratitude. Bye bye.